March the 3rd, 2025. I would like to welcome all of you guys to the first episode ever of Monday Night Trump News. You know what I'm saying? So, Legal Wars podcast, man. Mainly, we just be streaming during the week, during the daytimes, in the morning times. Like for instance, tomorrow we have Meet the Candidates. Actually, it's Meet the President. We talking about President Trump's historic comeback. But yeah, basically on Tuesdays we have Meet the Candidates, where we talk about, like in the case of President Trump, someone's already elected or someone who like might be a viable political candidate for a party. On Thursdays, we have a regular news hour with Ghostwriter. We could talk about any type of subject or conversation. And then on Fridays, we do the international news hour with Ghostwriter. Saturdays, still kind of not sure. Sundays, like maybe once, two times a month, we'll do In God We Trust, an episode of that. You know what I'm saying? That's a Christian stream. So this is the first ever episode of Monday Night Trump News, man. I'm not that good. Probably in the afternoon like I am in the morning time because I'm a morning person, definitely. So I have my Monster energy drink on deck with me. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all see me sipping out my Wyndham's cup, y'all mind your business. Now I'm just playing. Man, Man, as y'all come in the stream, I ask that y'all double tap that screen for your boy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go ahead and give me a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all hit that notification bell if it's your first time here, man. Basically what I do, man, if it's your first time here, we'll just chill for a little bit. We'll wait for YouTube algorithm, put some people in the stream, man, so I don't have to keep repeating the same content. Cause you're gonna see people gonna come in the stream, like that. It's like they don't be hearing you say stuff whenever you say. So they'll come in the stream. So I try to wait as many people as we can so we could start and just run through it. You know what I'm saying? So as y'all come in, y'all make sure y'all say what's up, say what's happening. I appreciate y'all being here. Appreciate the love and support for sure, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Got the news on in the background. We're going to wait a few minutes, let some people jump in here. We can get started. So what's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? Y'all ready to talk politics, man? As y'all come in, jump down in the comments, say hello, say what's happening. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all double tap that video for me as y'all come in. You know what I'm saying? If y'all enjoy the content, make sure you subscribe to the channel, man. We're going to be talking about these tariffs. President Trump, he announced those tariffs again on Canada and Mexico. They're supposed to be starting tomorrow, man. If you guys pay attention to the stock market, man, seeing the stock market, the Dow Jones is down almost 700 points. I think the S&P at 500 was down over 100 points. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to talk about that, the state of the economy. Monday Night Trump News, man. Monday Night Trump News. Y'all ready? I know everybody ain't tired, man. Ain't nobody in here saying nothing, man. It's way in the afternoon, man. Y'all make sure y'all double tap that screen. Jump down in the comments. Say hello. Say what's up. Say good afternoon. We got CNN on in the background, man. I'm going to let it play. I see DJ in here. What's up, DJ? Where you from, DJ? Man, make sure y'all double tap that screen for me if y'all will. Like the video, like the video, like the video. DJ say you from Georgia. You from Georgia, DJ? Who'd you support in the last presidential election? Oh, we good, man. We good. DJ, go ahead and like the video for me, if you don't mind. I am not you, or you like it for me too, man. We gonna get started on the content just a little bit, y'all. I just want to go ahead and get the poll question up for y'all so y'all could go ahead and start working on it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So the question is, guys, is President Trump doing enough? Is he doing enough to fix the economy? I'm not going to give y'all a third option. I need a yes or a no. Is he doing enough, y'all, to fix the economy? What y'all think? DJ, I appreciate the subscription. You know what I'm saying? DJ, please take a control a part of that poll for me. DJ, why you say he not doing enough to fix the economy? What do you see that is going on that you think that could be done, that he could do more of? You know what I'm saying? We're going to get started with the content in just a moment, man. This is what I like to do on Legal Wars Podcast, man. It's the people's podcast. You know what I'm saying? I like to get the conversation started up with y'all, man, with what y'all think, what y'all feel, how y'all feel. You know what I'm saying? And as the stream go on, I'll try to go back and forth with you guys to get you guys feel on what you guys think. DJ says he kicked the other president out the White House. Oh, you mean Zelensky? Well, the thing about that was Zelensky, man. I think President Trump knows he holds the cards with Zelensky. I think actually he is going to get a deal done with Zelensky. You know what I'm saying? Guys, I really believe that President Trump knows that he's going to get a deal done with Zelensky. I don't think he never would have behaved that way if he wouldn't have known that he would have. And on the other hand, y'all, I believe that Zelensky knows that he needs the United States and the United States aid. If there was a way Zelensky could bypass the United States and President Trump and go straight to the Europeans, and the Europeans could do this without, I don't even think the Europeans want to do it without the United States. They don't want to pay that money, man. They don't have the weapons. They don't have the wherewithal. You know what I'm saying? The United States military is more geared to support that war than the Europeans are. So I really believe in my heart President Trump's going to get a deal done with Ukraine. That's my belief. Andy says he causing a fight with Canada, man. Andy, I don't understand that for the world of me. I understand what President Trump is thinking behind it, okay? So he's thinking that, you know what I'm saying, he instead of having these businesses go to Taiwan, you know what I'm saying, to make car parts, he's thinking have them, he's trying to bring the companies or keep the companies in America. So I understand the gist behind the tariffs. Guys, we're about to get into the content. I just do not think this is the right time for that. What you guys think? I think this is absolutely the wrong time for tariffs or anything of the sort. I don't think the economy is doing really good right now. I'm not you says I'm not really sure what I should think about him, to be honest. He's extremely dangerous. I want you guys, if y'all don't mind, will you guys continue to have that conversation amongst yourselves? You guys, please, please, please make sure y'all double tap that screen for me. If y'all haven't liked the video, it's free to show me some love. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content. Make sure you hit the notification bell, and y'all jump down in the comments, man. Y'all keep having a conversation amongst yourselves. You know what I'm saying? Guys, on segment 1, we're going to talk about the state of the economy. So I always like to tell you guys my source to start off. So if you guys want to go back and to check over me or whatever like that, feel free to do so and to correct me if you find valid information. But guys, most of you guys are familiar with the Congressional Budget Office. So this information is from the Congressional Budget Office, nonpartisan. You know what I'm saying? Republicans, independents, Democrats, it don't matter. January 30th of 2025. In this report, the Congressional Budget Office, most of us know it as the CBO, provides additional details about the economic forecast that it published, along with the agency's baseline budget projections, and the budget and economic outlook 2025 to 2035 earlier this year. By statutory requirement, CBO produces annual reports outlining the agency's projections, what the federal budget and economy will look like in the current fiscal year and over the next 10 years if current laws governing federal tax and spending generally remain in place through the projection period. If you guys don't understand all that gibberish, when it says by statutory requirement, that's letting you know that there's some kind of laws in place to let you know that why the CBO is doing this. You know what I'm saying? It's not partisan. The agency's current economic projections reflect laws enacted and policy measures taken through December 4th, 2024. And CBO's economic projections for the 2025-2035 projection period, economic growth cools in year 25 and 26. Y'all stop right there. You feel me? So this is CBO projection, okay? You could say, hey, maybe they factor in President Trump and his policies, maybe so. But I'm saying a CBO projection in December. Y'all follow me now. I'm going somewhere with this. Taylor, I see you down there, y'all. I'm going to get down there with you guys in the comments in just a second. A CBO projection, guys, in December, before President Trump takes office, says that economic growth cools in calendar year 25 and 26, and then averages roughly 1.8% a year from 27 to 35. So basically, President Trump and them seen this, right? CBO's economic projections, didn't they see this before they took office? I'm just wondering, y'all. What else it says? Inflation continues to ease over the next 2 years. This before President Trump even took office. The CBO is predicting this, y'all. Said that the inflation was going to already continue to ease, reaching the Federal Reserve's target rate of 2% of 2027 and stabilizing thereafter. So it looks like in 2027, you know what I'm saying, that the inflation rate might stabilize. Okay? All of this known before President Trump takes office, y'all. Let's keep going. In response to falling inflation, slower job growth. So slower job growth was projected for 2025 before President Trump took office. So I'm just saying, y'all, just imagine after 200,000 jobs, you cut 200,000 jobs from the federal government. I'm saying it's already projected that we were going to have an economic downturn. It's already projected slower job growth and a rising unemployment rate. And the Federal Reserve continues to lower the federal fund rate in 2025 and 2026 and keeps that rate roughly flat over the remainder of the projection period. Guys, fair and unbalanced, these numbers are in direct contrast to what President Trump's campaign promises, y'all. I just got to do it to you. You know what I'm saying? We just going to come straight out with it, y'all. The Democrats could beat themselves to sleep about Elon Musk. If these economic projections hold, all they have to do is just sit back. And every time some economic pain is felt on the get on the bullhorn and get real life people in front of the camera who's feeling the pain. Hey, I gave you the Democratic way to win the election. That's the way y'all win the election. You see what I'm saying? All you got to do is just sit back, man, and just chill. I mean, you could chase Elon, you could come out with this Russian collusion story and this story and that story. You tried that playbook and none of that worked. Or you could chill. You know what I'm saying? Because according to the CBO, before President Trump even took office in 25 and 26, it was already going to slow down. Before he took office, it was slower job growth and rising unemployment rate. So when we start talking about these tariffs on Canada and Mexico, I'm saying, to me, I don't see what the Democrats got too much to do. Do y'all? I'm saying, I mean, you're going to talk about Elon and you're going to make a big deal about stuff that the American people really, frankly, don't care about. This is what they care about. Inflation should hit the target rate by 2% by 2027, but that is after the 2026 election. You see what I'm saying? So inflation should hit the target rate. It should get there eventually. By 2027, 2%, according to the CBO. But that's after the midterm elections. Listen, for all the Republicans who are in this stream or going to come in this stream and think I have something against President Trump, this is what you need to realize. That there ain't no yes men around President Trump can prepare President Trump and the Republican Party in whole at what's coming in 26 if the Democrats win. And they will win the midterms, bro, if the people don't feel like, you see what I'm saying? And that's the whole conversation. So the conversation need to be had. The people's voice and how the people feel, that's important to all. That's important to Republicans, Democrats, Independent. The truth need to be told, man. That's the bottom line, y'all. Rising unemployment rate and the firings will not help. I promise you. Y'all listen to what I'm telling y'all. And I know President Trump knows this, and I know President Trump and them have a playbook, and I understand all of this. But this is what I'm telling y'all. This CBO, this is a CBO report, this info, this data I'm giving you. Congressional Budget Office. This information was known before President Trump took the White House. So before the President Trump took the White House, they already knew about the rise in unemployment. I'm saying you firing 200,000 people. I'm saying, what you think that's going to do for the unemployment rate? You think it's going to help it or you think it's going to hurt it? You imposing tariffs on Mexico and Canada. You think that's going to lower the price of goods or that's going to raise it? I'm just wondering, guys, what y'all think? I mean, the housing market. What y'all think? My question for y'all think President Trump is doing enough to fix the economy? You know what I'm saying? I'm finna get down there in the comments with y'all, but it's just a question. I mean, we hear of so much going on. All the executive orders, all the court firings, all the firings. Patrick, what's up, my brother? You know what I'm saying? I got one of my members in the stream. Mr. Pat said problems with the tariffs coupled with the mass deportation as costs will always be deferred to the consumers. And Patrick, that is a problem. You see what I'm saying? Look, Pat, here's the gist of what I'm going to get to on tonight's stream. Long-term, President Trump might have a plan. And long-term, everything might just work out beautifully and perfectly, and everybody just sails off into the wild blue yonder singing Kumbaya, which I doubt it is in politics. But what I'm saying is short-term, Patrick, it could spell disaster, is what I'm saying. And Patrick, the thing is that, in my opinion, President Trump only has so much of a span to completely convince and win the American people. You know what I'm saying? That's what my belief is. I don't think the Republican Party is up for question. I think he's already won them. I think most Democrats, I think he's not never going to win them. But I think the independents, especially a lot of them who came back to President Trump, not necessarily because they felt like President Trump, they enjoy his first presidency, but they looked at him and they looked at Joe Biden. And then when Joe Biden hopped out, they see VP Harris, they like, we don't really know nothing about her. But they just looked at there wasn't enough of a choice there for them. That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying, like, just how long? How long does President Trump have to experiment? You know what I'm saying? Because, guys, we seen the stock. If y'all hadn't seen it, guys, the stock market took a ginormous hit. He announced those tariffs on Canada and Mexico again. Bro, I understand President Trump. You probably have really good, well intentions. You want to bring the auto industry back. You talking to these people and you're like, hey, I'm finna go out there. I know it this time, y'all. Hey, Patrick, I know it this time, y'all. I know it this time. Brian C., what's up, my brother? I got my members coming into the stream. Like, Brian C., like, I know it this time. These tariffs on Canada and Mexico, they sticking this time. I know it for a fact. And then you go out there and you look at the stock market. And it's regardless of how you try to sell it, people just not buying it. And then if they really did stick, then, I mean, so the price of fruits and vegetables is going to get higher. This the same time when you're seeing tens of thousands of federal workers getting laid off. Guys, let's keep going with it, though. Okay? So the source for this news I'm finna give you is Yahoo News, and this is Maria Paula Torrey, and she wrote this on yesterday. 2 polls signaled that President Donald Trump risks putting off Americans worried about the economy. What I'm telling y'all, and inflation with the broad flurry of measures during his first weeks in office. Y'all, we're not even getting into the tariffs. Because he just announced the tariffs today. So, y'all, we're not talking about the tariffs. But let's keep going. While about 80% of adults surveyed said Trump should hone in on the economy and inflation, they said they believed his top priorities were the U.S.-Mexico border, his effort to slim the federal workforce, and tariffs, according to a CBS News YouGov poll published Sunday. Only 29% said Trump was prioritizing inflation a lot, and 36% said the same about the economy. So that's 64% of the American people in the CBS News YouGov poll saying that President Trump little to no efforts on the economy or the inflation. Brian C., why you think that President Trump was elected, Brian C.? What about you, Patrick? Why do you think President Trump was elected? I'm just wondering. Zoran, why you think President Trump was elected? Or Dan, why you think President Trump was elected? Y'all be honest now. Why y'all think he was elected? Because I'm saying it's 64% of the American people are saying that he's not doing enough on the economy. And 71% say he's not doing enough on the inflation. I'm saying, y'all think the American people really care about Ukraine? I mean, come on, as a whole. Pat, when you go in the morning and you going to fill up your car, you think you're thinking about Zelensky and J.D. Vance getting into an argument as a whole? What you think people care about when they go to the grocery store? Because I'm trying to say, like, that's what I'm telling y'all. Look, if somebody giving you the truth will set you free. If the truth is for you, good, hallelujah. If the truth is against you, good, hallelujah. It can still set you free. That's what I'm saying. Because what I'm saying, Patrick, is if I'm saying something to help some Democrats or Brian C., then I'm saying the Republicans need to be listening too. Because if I'm giving the Democrats the playbook, the Republicans need to listen too. Because I'm saying everybody else want to talk about everything else. We're going to talk about those Doge cuts. We're going to talk about a lot of different stuff. You see what I'm saying? It's Monday Night Trump news, y'all. As y'all come in, please, double tap them screen for us, guys. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you're enjoying the content, make sure you hit that notification bell. More importantly, Republicans, Independents, Democrats alike, I want to hear what you guys feel like. Do y'all think that President Trump's doing enough on the economy? Y'all jump down in the comments and let me know. A February 24th to 28th poll for CNN found that 40% saying Trump has the right priorities. How many times y'all heard me say that? Compared with 45% in his February 13th, 17th survey. I don't know where them other people were at. He got the right priorities. He right about 99.99% what he got to say. Brian says Canada and Mexico will cave to pressure tonight. No tariffs tomorrow. Hey, Brian, I hope so, man, my brother. I really hope so, man. Because I'm saying it's just hard to understand the time. President Trump's timing. We're gonna get into that in just a little bit, though, Brian. But look, Trump's latest approval rating of 48% has changed little from mid-February. So he's at 48% right now, and I guarantee you, y'all, that's the highest it's gonna be. Every president, when they first come into office, that's the highest. The findings broadly align with a Bloomberg News Harris poll in early February that showed almost 60% of U.S. adults expect Trump's tariffs on imported goods to lead to higher prices. That's why every time y'all see or hear something about President Trump saying something about tariffs on Canada or Mexico, you can automatically see, just whenever he announces Mexico and Canada tariffs, just watch the stock market. Just watch it and watch what happened. S&P 500 down 104.78 points. I think the Dow Jones down like what, 600 some points, almost 700 points. The findings broadly aligned, guys, broadly. Asked about the CBS poll, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said on CBS Face the Nation that Trump has been in office for only 5 weeks. Hold up, y'all. We're working to get these prices down as the administration's policies kick in. About 2/3 in the CBS poll gave Trump credit for reducing migrant crossings at the U.S.-Mexican border, and views of his handling of the economy are narrowly positive. That all leaves President Trump's approval rating in positive territory, but more closely divided than a couple of weeks ago, according to CBS. The February 26th through the 28th, CBS YouGov poll of 2,311. Payne said to recall Trump. Why you say recall Trump, man? Wasn't that a fair election? Didn't President Trump win a fair election, y'all? 2,311 adults has a wide margin of error, plus or minus 2.5 percentage points. The poll conducted for CNN by SSRS sample 2,212 adults for a margin of error of plus or minus 2.4 percentage points. So everybody, welcome in Legal Wars Podcast. As you guys come in, please double tap that screen, like the video, guys, and subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the content. Most importantly, guys, y'all hit that notification bell, guys. Jump down in the comments. This is the People's Podcast. Let your voices be heard, y'all. It's discussion time. I'm finna get down there with y'all. But I told y'all 1,000 times you could ask Brian C., one of my channel members and moderator, and Patrick, channel member and moderator. They hear all the time that President Trump was elected due to the economic pain that the American people were feeling. You look at the first 45 days or so in, President Trump has done a whole lot but not really much of anything at all on the economy. Before I jump down there, Robert, you seen the gas prices go down where you from? What about you, Scott? Compare, you seen the grocery prices go down, or have you, Terrence? I'm just trying to help because this is what the American people care about. I'm trying to tell y'all. Unemployment rate is due to rise with all those firings in the federal government, and the economy will slow. With President Trump coming in talking about budget cuts and firings, do you think he's doing enough on the economy, guys? It's discussion time, guys. Jump down in the comments and let me know. But Brian C., those 649 points, can somebody research me and tell me how many millions, if not billions, is those 649 points? And I know y'all might say it'll be up tomorrow. The stock market will be back up tomorrow. But I'm saying all of that's just coming from saying that you're going to put a tariff on Canada and Mexico, that you keep on saying that you're going to do that. People just, they really just do not want to hear about it. And that's what I'm saying. I know that President Trump is well intended with those tariffs. I mean, I don't know. Oh, so that's not that much money, Brian. But I'm saying, I know that's not. But I'm saying, though, I'm just saying about the timing. Is this the right time? Guys, if y'all have not liked the video, I ask that y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, make sure you hit that notification bell. And guys, if y'all want to donate to the channel, have your comment read or start a discussion. That super chat, super sticker, super things start at 99 cents, and your donations are much appreciated. Terrence says the stock market is moving sideways. Yes, sir, it is. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Steven said, you said it wasn't bad. What you mean it wasn't bad? You mean the tariffs? You know what I'm saying? Mimi says, I heard 900 points. Nah, it wasn't 900. Brian said it was 649 points, if I'm not mistaken. Mimi says the egg prices are not down, baby. I didn't say that they were down. I think I might have said that, baby, but I think I was being more figurative. It's a figure of speech. You know what I'm saying, Mimi? Because I'm saying like that's the reason why he won the election. Because people did expect the egg prices to get down, or they were expecting gas prices to drop. Man, come on, man. Y'all know that's the reason why a lot of people voted for President Trump. You know what I'm saying? They remember them Trump stimmies. They remember them PPP loans. You know what I'm saying? They remember when President Trump was president, there was no wars in the world. I heard all of these things during election time, y'all. You know what I'm saying? JJ says food prices are stuck. He said they're not going down. You know what I'm saying? JJ said food prices are stuck. They are not going down. Kapir says kicking the can down the road on the economy, not a good thing to do. It's really not. But I don't understand what you're saying, sir. Because what you're going to see when we get into this next section is something that I've been telling Brian C. and Patrick the entire time in this next segment. And whoever it was advising President Trump, I don't care if it's the Republican Party, some ultra-right MAGA people, or some libertarian, whoever was advising President Trump on how they were going to go into the White House and try to implement what they implemented needs to be fired. Point blank, period. I could care less. If you don't like it, fight me. Whoever was advising President Trump needs to be fired. Look, I didn't even do no notes on these, but I'll start with some notes on this to tell you why you need to be fired. Let's start with the strategy. So their strategy, like Pat told me before, was a tactic. They came in with the tactic. What the tactic is, we're going to bypass Congress, and we're going to just try to write executive orders and change the U.S. Constitution with Donald, and knowing that they ready for that and knowing that that's not going to work. Knowing they ready for it, knowing it's not going to work. But y'all advising President Trump to try it anyway. He tried it, and so he 4-50 in court cases. He won 4 cases and lost 50. Okay. Well, that was part of our strategy. What else y'all advise? What they advising President Trump on? Doge. Because here's my thing, Brian, and here's my thing, Patrick, is that the budget is coming up on the 14th. That's next week. And what I told you, Patrick, before, you hadn't used Congress all year. So now you have to use Congress. What you gonna do? You can't put Doge cuts in the bill. You know why? Because the Democrats said if they put Doge cuts in the bill, they're gonna shut down the government. Yeah. The Democrats said, Brian C., that if the Republicans put those Doge cuts in that budget bill that they have to pass, that they were going to shut down the government if they did so. And that's all because of what I've been saying from the get-go, y'all. I mean, he should have went through Congress in the first place, and we're going to talk about it in this segment. We're going to talk about a president and a vice president who did what Elon and them doing right now, but they did it in a different way. And they had a whole lot better results, y'all. Guys, as y'all come in, make sure y'all double tap that screen for me, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. Scott says, maybe you are expecting too much too soon. What you think about that, y'all? I'm glad you said that, Scott, because that's something that I would think. Yeah, Scott, I could see that being the but I think the expectations are that high, Scott, is because of the level of energy that President Trump brought in with him when he first came into the White House. The level of expectations, people expected so much from him on day one. And I think a lot of that was the stuff that he said. You know what I'm saying? Like he said that he was going to end the war on day one. That's what he said. You know what I'm saying? He said he was going to get the food prices down. And so I think the people are expecting this. And then also on day one, he wrote more executive orders than any other president in U.S. history. So I'm saying he came in like on that level. You know what I'm saying? I see Bra. What's up, Bra? We got a member in the stream, Bra Shabazz. Bra says, honestly, character opinion aside, I think it's too early. Give it 6 months to a year. Okay, yeah. Listen, I'm not at whatsoever, y'all. I'm not whatsoever, sir, saying it's too early to judge and say that he's doing a bad job. I'm not saying that whatsoever. I'm not saying that he's doing a bad job. What I'm saying is I'm giving a economic forecast of what could be, or an economic forecast, so the whole picture could get seen. Because we need to see this whole picture, y'all. We really do. Brian says U.S. retail gasoline prices to decrease in 2025. In 2026 will lower crude oil price. The East Coast, Midwest, and Gulf Coasts will see low prices soon. And then Patrick said first priority is avoiding World War III. Patrick, that's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? I think President Trump was just saying that. He was just trying to tell Zelensky he need to stop tripping. That's not going to happen, though. It really wouldn't happen. He's not crazy like that. I'm saying I think Putin would risk it all, though, for that piece of land with Ukraine and Ukraine joining NATO. But it'll never come to nothing like that, though, Patrick. You know what I'm saying? For sure, for sure. And then what Brian C is saying, Brian, I understand what you're saying, but what I'm saying, sir, is okay, we said we were gonna put tariffs on Mexico, okay, Brian, and we see how that turned out. It didn't turn out good, or the people didn't respond good because that made us back off of it. So we backed off the Mexico tariffs the first time. I'm saying, so we're gonna revisit it. And I'm saying if you are successful or if you don't get that much negative feedback from the people to where you do put the negative, you put the tariffs on Mexico, I'm saying that's not going to help the U.S. economy, Shabazz, in a 6-month period or in a 12-month period. I just don't see how that helps the economy at all. And you know what I'm saying? And you guys will see it when we get to this segment a whole lot more of what I'm trying to say. I'm just not trying to ruin it. But I just don't see a lot of the approach that President Trump used and the people that were advising him. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the economic moves, Patrick, I understand it. It takes a while for them to implement it. But I'm just saying the way that the strategist had him coming in from the get-go, man, I just don't think that was right. Me personally. Patrick's talking to Scott. He said, you think veterans who work for the government should just be getting laid off without due process? I'm glad he brought that up. I'm not sure which one of y'all said that, but guys, all of my veterans in the stream, I want to first by saying thank you guys for your service. You know what I'm saying? Like, from the bottom of my heart, all my veterans in the stream, thank you, thank you, thank you. My personal opinion, like we've spoken on this before on the Legal Wars podcast, and we see this like still happening. But I mean, I don't really have any problem with any firing that President Trump does that he can legally do. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could get into the politics, good politics, bad politics, the soft power, and shutting down USAID. But I'm saying if we can legally fire these people, consequences have elections. That being said, the firing of the veterans, though, we are completely against that on Legal Wars podcast in any way, form, or fashion. And I heard one of the, I think it was Brianna say that on CNN earlier. Like, you give veterans preference when you hire them. So in my opinion, you should give them preference when you fire them. And I don't think that veterans should be fired. Like, not like that. No, definitely not. We definitely want to support and protect our veterans. You know what I'm saying? That's how you show the strength of your nation. Show the loyalty. You know what I'm saying, President Trump? That's the same thing as you being loyal to those January 6 riders. People might not have understood it, but you could ask the people. I understood it from the get-go. I mean, those are his people, so he's going to be loyal to them, right? But just like President Trump, they didn't understand it. I understand it, but it's the same thing. It's like these people who serve their country, they're expecting you to show them loyalty by not firing. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Brian C. said it's sad when people get laid off, but it seems we only care about federal workers. People who work in the private sector get laid off all the time and no one complains. Yes, Brian, that is so true. That is so true. Brian, anytime you have any employer talk about laying off 250,000 people at one time, sir, I mean, it could be Walmart, it could be Tesla, it could be Apple, anybody, y'all. Exactly, Patrick. It's about doing it, and we're going to get in that in just a second. Just give me a second, Brian. We're going to talk about it. And, Brian, I'm going to keep you real close because I really want you to see this, man. I want you to see this. It's the approach. It's the style. You see what I'm saying? If you're a strategist, you have to understand President Trump has certain gifts or certain talents. Okay? So he has certain gifts or certain talents. Do not ever put him in a situation where his gifts or his talents will work against him. And it's about strategy. The guys who's formulating the strategy, That's all this. I hardly ever blame a candidate. In the case of when a candidate becomes president, like right now for President Trump, moving forward as president, yes, I will blame him. But still in all, man, this early in his presidency, it's about the strategy. It's about the strategy that they implemented when he first came into office. And that's what this is all about, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll never in the world expect to govern off of litigation, first of all, unless you were going to go and litigate these cases and just be winning cases. But I'm saying, bro, you like 50 cases and you won 4 or 5 of them, man. Come on, man. That's horrible, man. Just bad strategy. Bottom line. Scott Norris says government reforms needs to happen for sure. It does need to happen, Scott, but it's about how you do it. That's all it's about, Scott. It's about how you do it. So, Scott, if I need to rebuild your house, okay? This is how I always do, Scott. I stand up to teach. You know what I'm saying? Scott, we finna rebuild your house. You feel me, Scott? It's about how you doing it. So, Scott, we got to rebuild your house. You gonna go get a bulldozer? And you just gonna start indiscriminately just knocking stuff down, Scott? It's the method, man. It's the way you go about doing it, my brother. That's what this is all about. You know what I'm saying? Like, Scott, if you follow the Legal Wars podcast and if you have heard me whatsoever, bro, you hear me saying all the time that everything he's saying is right. Everything. I don't think no one would even come close to disputing it. Not even close. It's not about what he's doing. It's about how he's doing it. I think that's the whole thing. And he says, you definitely don't want him to continue the insults to the Canadians. Why you say that, though, Andy? You know what I'm saying? I just don't see how that helps us. What's up, Trace? Another one of my members. You know what I'm saying? My members, my brothers. Hey, look, I just don't see how, Andy, that helps us with him. Every time he does it to Canada and Mexico, I just don't see how that helps us at all. I'm trying to figure out how that helps us. I understand that Mexico and Canada is probably getting over on the United States in some business deals or in trade deals. And I understand President Trump, you know, he's doing that for certain reasons, but I just don't see how I don't think it justifies the means. I just don't think so. I don't think in the end, I don't think it'll justify it. Just me personally. I might be wrong, though. Patrick says a lot of these government employees will do fine in the private sector. Patrick, you are 1,000% right. A whole lot of them will. And they were offered a deal, which many private, that is true too. I can't. Hold up, Brian C. Brian C., since you do that, before you do that, Brian C., I want you dissecting my next segment, y'all. Legal Wars Podcast, y'all. Monday Night Trump News. First ever episode. I'm sorry. If y'all hadn't liked the video, y'all go ahead. Double tap the screen for me. Like that video. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys hit that notification bell, guys. Most importantly, in the comment section, guys, we going to segment 2. Y'all, Brian C., well, my boy Brian C. was talking about Bill Clinton and some people he laid off. So let's talk about it, Brian C. Let's talk about it. The National Partnership for Reinventing Government. This was the Doge, okay? This was Doge in 1998 version. Was the U.S. government reform initiative launched in 1993 by Vice President Al Gore. Its goal was to make the federal government work better, cost less, and get results Americans care about. The initiative aimed to streamline processes, cut bureaucracy with a focus on overhead costs beyond issues addressable by statute and implement innovative solutions. NPR was active until 1998. Don't a lot of their mission statements sound familiar? Like the 2025 version of Doge. During its 5 years, it catalyzed significant changes in the way the federal government operates, including the elimination of over 100 programs. Doesn't this sound familiar, y'all? Patrick? The elimination of over 250,000 federal jobs. Hold on a second. This is starting to sound too familiar. I think Doge might have got this from somewhere. How many jobs you want to eliminate? 250,000 and the consolidation of 800 agencies. So this sounds like somebody else's playbook. This sounds like Bill Clinton playbook, Brian. It sounds just like Bill Clinton playbook, almost verbatim. And the transfer of institutional knowledge to contractors, downsizing government. NPR introduced the use of performance measurements. Performance measurements, bro, I swear to y'all, everything I love, tell me y'all ain't hear this out of Doge. Every last one of these words. Customer satisfaction surveys, maybe they hadn't got to them yet. And encourage the use of technology, including the internet, what they finna do with AI. NPR is recognized as a success and had a lasting impact, according to government officials who worked on or influenced by under the Bill Clinton and George W. Bush administrations. So this was bipartisan, y'all. We looking at Doge. This is your Doge, Bill Clinton style. Okay? Let's go. They cut 250,000 jobs too, so we don't want to hear about it. Let's go. In March 1993, President Bill Clinton stated that he planned to reinvent government. Come on, Brian. Brian, hold on a sec. I got to stand up and read this whole segment. Brian, I'm going to step away for just a second, Brian. I'm glad you brought this up. Y'all ride with me now. Ride with me. Y'all with me? In 1993, President Bill Clinton stated that he planned to reinvent government, declaring that our goal is to make the entire federal government less expensive and more efficient. Do this sound like, look, okay, Trace, but this sound like this happened, you got to remember, this happened in 1993. So today is 2025. So we acting like Doge, like they doing something. I'm telling y'all what happened in 1993. Because it looked like they got a playbook. They just didn't get the whole playbook. Let me finish. Okay? Clinton assigned the project, the culture of our national bureaucracy away from complicity and entitlement toward initiative and empowerment. This is the same thing they saying today they were saying in 1993. Clinton assigned the project to Gore with a 6-month deadline to develop the plan. The National Performance Review released its first report in September 93, listing 384 recommendations. The report was a product of months. Listen, Brian. Listen, Trace. The report was a product of months of consultation with government departments and the White House's consolidating 2,000 pages of, listen, in March of 93, Bill Clinton stated he wanted to reinvent government. They released their report in September, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. So it took them 6 months to release a report. 2,000 pages of report, 6 months. Nah, that ain't what happened. That ain't what happened, is it, y'all? Brian, that ain't what happened. Trace, I know that ain't what happened. Patrick, I'm going to tell y'all this what happened. This what happened. This what really happened, y'all. He said it took him 6 months to come up with some report and some consolidation. Nah, that ain't how we going to do this. This how we going to do this. We going to go get a chainsaw, and on day one, we going to just tear everybody. We going to tell everybody to go home on day one. On day one, we going to go come in. We going to tell everybody go home. And then, hold on a second, though, Brian. Oh, those people that you fired over there, you weren't supposed to fire them because they guarding our national security, such and such. Oh, yeah, so pick up the phone. Let's call them back, though. Let's call them back. Let's tell them to come back. Oh, those people you fired over there, oh, you weren't supposed to fire them. Oh, well, what we doing then? Oh, what we doing? Oh, I know what we was doing. I thought we were just making cuts to the budget. Just firing people and shutting stuff down and just burning stuff down like, oh, but we do know where we got this from when they did do this back in 19. Well, how Bill Clinton did it. Let's look how Bill Clinton did it. Bill Clinton did it by 6-month deadline to develop the plan. The plan. NPR promised to save. Listen to this, Brian. Hold up, Brian. Hold up. I want you to hear this, my brother. NPR promised to save the federal government $108 billion. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. I'm going to get you, what he say? Too many progressive U.S. Okay, but look, though, Brian, but listen, though, fam. This is what I'm saying. He didn't even give him a chance. Cause see, look, I'm finna tell you something. Let me get to this point. Brian, you're gonna love this part right here, or you might not though, but I want you to hear this. We need to all hear this. So we could get on the same page, y'all. NPR promised to save the federal government about $108 billion, $40.4 billion. You remember this 1998. This is a lot of money. From smaller bureaucracy, $36.4 billion. By the way, how did this go for Bill Clinton? Well, who was the last president to balance the budget, though, by the way? And $22.5 billion for streamlining contractual processes. The recommendation variously required legislative action. What's legislative action? Ask President Trump and then what's that? Presidential action. They know what that is. An internal bureaucracy reform. What? Bureaucratic reform. What? Or combinations. Oh, we didn't know combinations of that. The targeted bureaucracies were the Department of Agriculture. So were they the first ones? Interior, Health and Human Services, Labor, HUD, Agency for International. Oh, no, not USAID. So you telling me this ain't the first time USAID been telling? Oh, well. Oh. See, here's the difference to all of this, Brian. And this is what I've been saying from the very beginning. In 1993, Congress rejected many NPR proposed detrimental cuts. And that's what President Trump's problem is. Brian and Pat and Trace, when they went back and they seen how Bill Clinton did it, they seen the way he did it, they said, they read this, what Brian just said about the partisan and the progressives and all that. Congress rejected NPR proposed detrimental cuts. See, Brian, what I'm saying is about Congress being deadlocked or it's been progressives and all that kind of stuff going on, that it's been like that. It was like that during Clinton's time too. But see, Brian, the difference between being good and being great, you can't there's no shortcuts to greatness. You can't rewrite executive order. You can't be great like that. You can't win 4 out of court cases and be great like that. Oh, well, we know we can't get nothing passed through Congress anyway, Ghost. Ghost, you know we can't get nothing passed through Congress anyway. Well, I mean, that's in order for you to be great. If Bill Clinton was able to pull this off the way he did it, Donald Trump gonna have to do it the way Bill Clinton did it or better. You see what I'm saying? Like, Brett Favre, y'all watch football? Y'all know Brett Favre, he throwing all his touchdown passes. Well, when Drew Brees and Tom Brady and Peyton Manning came to, they had to do what Brett Favre did or whoever did and do it better. That's what I'm saying. So Bill Clinton, we ain't gonna be able to get no support. Bill Clinton had this same problem, President Trump. Kettle pointed out, although it had a strategy leading to the release of his report, it had no strategy afterward. So what they did, procurement reform bills were enacted, including the Federal Acquisition Streamlining Act of 1994, Federal Acquisition Reform Act of 1995, and the Klinger-Cohen Act in 1996. Guys, what I've been telling y'all from the very beginning, President Trump should have done this from the first place. The way he chose to do it was to upset the Democrats to the 100th degree, who are now saying that if Doge cuts are in the budget, they are going to shut the government down. Brian C., Patrick, ask me when Bill Clinton did this, right? Ask me how many times the Clinton administration was sued. Ask me. Somebody, come on. Ask me. You got to ask me. Because I want you to act like it weren't Republicans back then now, in 1993. Don't act like it wasn't no Republicans in 95 now. Because Newt Gingrich and them were just as strong Republicans. He had just as loud of voices. Same situation, just 20-some years ago. But I want you to ask me, though, ask me how many times Bill Clinton got sued during it this time. Of course, Trace, I understand that. But Trace, ask me how many times that Bill Clinton's, the last time that government was reformed, reinvented, Brian C., just like you said, when Bill Clinton was president, somebody please tell me how many times the Clinton administration was sued for doing what they did. Because that wasn't supported either. I'm just now telling y'all this, that before they did it, Congress rejected many of their proposed detrimental cuts. So they don't act like they just had a lot of people supporting them either. It was just as unpopular. Anytime you tell the government that you're going to fire them and take their money, that gets going to be unpopular. So ask me how many times they got sued for doing this. That's all I'm asking. Terrence, say it one more time for him. One more time, Terrence. Brian C., you see how many times Terrence said they got sued for doing? I want all. That's why I keep on. Thank you, Terrence. That's why I'm stopping, because I want y'all all to catch up with me. The people watching the content too. You see what I'm saying? After it was pre-recorded, you just put your headphones in. But I'm just saying, I want you to know, Bill Clinton, he did the same thing Trump doing, Doge, same exact thing, same thing. And how many times Trump then got sued? Because Bill Clinton and them didn't get sued one time. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference between being good and being great. Guys, you know this. If you play sports, you know this. You're going to teach your kids this. You're not going to let your little boy do no girls push-ups. You say, what's girl push-ups? Well, I guarantee you every guy in this stream could tell you what a girl push-up is. I bet you every guy in this stream could tell you what a girl push-up is. You're not going to let your little boy do no girl push-ups. I'm not going to let no candidate that I'm giving strategy to do no girl push-ups. When you come into this White House and you're trying to govern from an executive order, you're using a document that you use to set policy or write memos, and you're using that to try to change laws. VP Harrison and them saying that you're going to try to be a dictator on day one. That's the conversation to try to win and lose the election. President Trump, what I'm telling you is what I'm going to talk about tomorrow. What you accomplished is you accomplished something ain't no other politicians accomplished, President Trump. So you this close from being the greatest ever. You can't be great by taking shortcuts. Do it like Bill Clinton did. That's what I told him from day one, Brian C. You can't come in there like that. You got to come in. The way you pass laws in America is through Congress. Ain't no one get a shortcut. Ain't no one. It ain't no exception for nobody. The way Joe Biden had to pass laws is through Congress. The way the Bushes passed laws is through Congress. The way the Clintons passed laws is through Congress. The way laws are passed through in America is through Congress. There is no respect of person. You can't come in without Congress, bro. And oh yeah, he was sued. You talking about him being sued? I'm saying his administration was not sued one time, Brian C., for this. I'm saying for this. Brian C., Donald Trump was sued 150 times in the first 145 days. You're talking about Bill Clinton getting sued in 8 years, 150 times. In Donald Trump's first administration, he was sued by 150 times by California alone. You got 50 more states. You got the ACLU. You got the ACLU in Donald Trump's first administration sued him over 1,000 times. That's one organization. In 4 years, one organization. He been sued this year 3 times a day. So the amount of time, Brian C., I'm glad you said that. I'm finna pin that comment. The amount of times that Bill Clinton was sued in his whole 8 years, Donald Trump been sued that many times in 40 days. That's my point. Ain't nothing different. Ain't nothing different, y'all. Ain't nothing different. Bill Clinton was a Democrat who was 49 years old, who had sexual relations in the Oval Office with the woman who was half his age. Yeah, ain't nothing different. They impeaching him, everything Newt Gingrich and them was on his head too, just like how the Democrats is on Trump right now. Ain't nothing different. Nothing different. This is the way you do it. You can't take President Trump, them people around you, they're not going to tell you because we can't take shortcuts not to be great, man. If you want to be the greatest of all time, you have to be greater than everybody else who ever played the game. You can't be greater than if you are the ultimate deal maker, you don't look like the ultimate deal maker whenever people in public can't control their tempers and I know President Trump gonna get the deal done. I really believe he's gonna get it done. The Ukraine needs the United States. They almost don't have a choice, and President Trump was telling Zelensky that he knows he don't have a choice. That's why President Trump did that. If President Trump was Zelensky, he wouldn't act the way Zelensky did, because Zelensky come in there rolling the dice, being a jerk, being disrespectful. In a September 1996 pamphlet, Gore wrote the federal government and reduced its workforce by nearly 24,000. by January 96, and that 13 of the 14 cabinet departments had reduced their workforce. In addition, thousands of obsolete field offices were closed. Toward the end of Clinton's first term, NPR's task involved from review and recommend to support agency and reinvent goals reflected by the change of the senior advisor from Elaine Carmack to Mallory Wingard. Around this time, the name change occurred to reflect more engagement with relevant public institutions such as student loan, RS, and emergency preparedness. That's like FEMA. It's the same thing, bro. Gore presented the National Performance Review on September the 7th of 93. He cited long-term goal to change the culture of federal government, bro. Put customers first, cut red tape, put employees back to work, get results, sound the same thing. Same thing, bro. Guys, I told y'all 100 times that President Trump should have started with Congress. Brian, see, you know I said that 10,000 times. Instead of the courts, where he has suffered tremendous defeats. The question is, y'all, does President Trump stand on business and put the Doge cuts in the budget coming up on the 14th? Or does he avoid risking having the government shut down in his first 2 months of being president? Y'all, Brian, Patrick, y'all, I just want to say, man, if that government gets shut down in the first 2 months, I'm saying you might not, though, but I'm saying the American people will. What's up, Keith? What's up, Liverpool? UK? United Kingdom in here, man. What's happening, y'all? Y'all, as y'all come in, y'all make sure y'all double tap the screen, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all hit that notification bell if y'all enjoying that content. Hey, and if anybody want to donate to the channel, guys, you know what I'm saying, the super chat, super sticker, or 99 cent, you want to start a discussion, your donations are much appreciated. Man, I'm just saying, man. It's got to get done, Brian. It's got to get done, man. Look, the first 4 years President Trump was president, I just thought that we got Ron in here from Canada. What's up in here from Canada, man? We got the United Kingdom in here. We got Canada in here, man. Who else we got gonna come up in? Hey, we got peoples in here, man. Hey, Brian, man. Brian, man. I'm just saying, my boy, like, we really, I think it would really help out a lot if we gotta change the strategy or something, man. You know what I'm saying? I really think so. Catch my drift. It doesn't matter who is in power as long as you can have a good job and career. My salary don't change. It's always good. That's true. You know what I'm saying? That's true. But I mean, you know, President Trump won the election, man. You want the man to do good. I want to see the man do good. I want to see him be prosperous. Real talk. You don't overcome all of that stuff and go through all of that stuff to win the election to not be prosperous. I'm saying if he gonna get impeached or he gonna do a bad job, he should just went to jail. You feel me? You gonna go through all that to be through all that to do all that? No, I want you to be the greatest ever. Why not? That don't make no sense. You just comeback kid, bro. Like what? Bill Clinton was the comeback kid, but look how we just went over how his government worked. I'm saying Donald Trump, you don't want him to be the comeback kid to get impeached more times than any other. Oh yeah, I did he got impeached 15 times. Well, feel what I'm saying? But when you got people, yes man, who don't have or they don't have the experience or the wherewithal or the knowledge, you see what I'm saying? And this man just gonna come back. You're gonna just allow him to come back up here and let him get impeached again. Oh, we can't do nothing about that. That's just the Democrats. No, you can do something about that. You need to be giving him better strategy and advice than what you're giving him. Yeah, you can. If you following some Republican 2025, that's what your problem is. Y'all too entrenched in that party jump. You feel what I'm saying? So I wouldn't care nothing about no Republican Party. I'll come up in because see, that's where it's good to get you somebody who's not a Republican. Because none of them gonna tell me nothing. I'll come in there and say, President Trump, that ain't the right thing to do. I don't care what no Republican saying. I'm gonna tell you, if you do that right there, this is what's gonna happen over there. And everything I'm gonna say, I'm gonna challenge them to everything let's say what I'm gonna say happened, and let's do what they say happened. Because I'm sitting here, I've been watching the last what y'all say happened. And as Brian, I'm saying it before he doing it. Like, dude, you ain't really gonna tell him to do that. Cause President Trump don't know. He's not no lawyer. How he's supposed to know? He's not an attorney. See, that's what y'all don't know. Y'all just think that these people just supposed to know everything. That's not how that goes. I'm saying he's not an attorney. He's just a business person or a politician. But he paying a lot of money. So that's why it's imperative on those people not to be yes men. Because that's how they get you impeached and stop from being great. Because they're going to tell you, hey, President Trump, we did that the first time. Oh, well, they said, well, Bill Clinton. Oh, well, President Trump, I know they telling you this, but I went back and researched what Bill Clinton, and this is what I came up with President Trump. Need some people in there with some sense. Real talk. 196 people so far participated in our poll, y'all. 58% said no. He's not doing enough. I'm saying, Brian, see, it's about who we going to listen to. We going to listen to the people or we going to listen to politicians? I'm saying I'm listening to the people, my brother. Because, see, Brian, you got to think about it. If you're a Republican, your views are more than likely going to be through the perspective of a Republican. Is that fair? So if I was a Democrat, my views would be through the perspective of a Democrat. Me being an independent, bro, I'm going to look at the Republicans' views and I'm going to look at the Democrats' views. I'm going to look at both sides' views and I'm going to come back with what probably about what it really is. And I know the reason why President Trump beat VP Harris. I know why he beat her. I said it 1 trillion times, and I will argue people. It is the economy. That's why he beat her. So, I mean, unless they got some kind of plan to set up for some kind of Doge stimulus. If this is a setup for a Doge stimulus, I mean, I don't. But if it's not I mean. Miss Carol says the people don't know how the economy works. Tell us how it works. Miss Carol, tell us how it worked then. Tell us how it worked. Oh yeah, I never disagree with that. People who tell you that say, if just go back and watch my streams, yeah, billions in aid that we need here. Listen, if you wanted to teach, I heard President Trump today, and he was talking about during the first Bush's term, how Putin invaded Georgia, and then through Obama's term, and everybody's term besides his term, Putin been acting, and I can't really hate on what President Trump is saying, but what she says is, or what, like, this how I see it. Zelensky had 4 years of Biden, okay, and provided Zelensky 350. Putin's army is decimated. And if you don't understand that, whoever understands, whenever they understand that Putin's army is decimated, then you can come back and talk to me. So Putin's army is decimated. So all of that Putin the aggression, he paid for that. He already paid for it. And it cost America $350 billion. So yeah, if Trump want to end that war, I'm saying, how long we supposed to stay in Ukraine, y'all? How long we supposed to be there for 20 years too? Oh, we ain't there. It's not our truth. So we supposed to sit there and keep giving them money like we over there in Afghanistan fighting a war. No, dude, no. Putin need to learn a lesson. We spent $350 billion to teach Putin that lesson. If Putin ain't got that lesson by now, he ain't gonna get it. So, okay, we got our involvement has to end. I agree with President Trump on everything he's saying. He just need to get that deal finished and done. And he get that deal finished and done like he won 1 trillion times on Ukraine. He won 10 trillion times on Ukraine. All he got to do is get a peace treaty and get that deal. And he won on Ukraine. Ain't no Americans want to sit there for the next 10 years to satisfy some political appetite for war, sit there and fund Ukraine so they could send all of their children, because Putin don't care about the Russian soldiers that's dying. He don't care about the Russian teenagers that die. Ain't nobody seem like they care about the death besides President Trump. I hear Zelensky talking about none of his people that's dying. You definitely ain't gonna hear Putin saying that. President Trump, the only person that I hear talking about somebody caring about the death. And I was hearing him say, he didn't just start saying that, he was saying that back then. So, yeah, man. I don't have no problem with I'm not a Trump hater or I'm just against Trump. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, that's not what he's saying though, Kevin. Y'all need to fact check him. He said that's 350 billion that the Americans giving. You know, Ms. Carroll says more oil and gas will be developed and prices will drop for transport and freight. Yeah, Ms. Carroll, it has happened though first, such as fertilizer for food that lowers food costs. Yeah, Ms. Carroll, and I don't disagree with that, but that has to happen. Standing 3404 says, just like under Bush, I don't know what you mean by that. Rudy says our United States today should stop giving money to other countries unless they utilize the barter system. I mean, Rudy, that's what everyone's saying, bro. Real talk. Gabe says Trump, you know what I'm saying? Terrell says you could print money all day, but that's not wealth. I mean, who is that? Who are you saying that for? Kirk said Jesus is Lord. Yes, indeed. Most definitely. Ether says America is sinking into irrelevant. Nah, we ain't gonna do that. Not up in here, Ether. Hey, Ether, where you from? I can't even pin that comment, bro. You can't get no voice. Listen, I'm going to give you a voice, but if your voice is against America or God, what is a God in country? Nah, bro, you can't do that up in here. You're going to have to find a different stream to go bash America. This ain't the stream at the American bad. Do none of you value soft power? Kevin, yes, we do value soft power, my brother. But here's the point, though. The point is, soft power is not worth $350 billion. It's not worth $350 billion, Carol. Yes, I mean, Kevin. Yes, Miss Carol, we understand that. We get that, Miss Carol. Of course, Terrell, we always money talk. Kevin, we understand soft power. It's not worth $350 billion. It's not worth a million Russian and Ukrainian lives. The war's got to stop. I don't know why President Trump ain't already stopped it. He need to stop that junk tomorrow. Kay says if we stop supporting other nations, I never said to stop supporting other nations. I said that war. Who said? Did President Trump say? Listen, okay, hold up. I want to be clear about this. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm not necessarily no. Okay, the isolationists that a lot of these far right people, where you think you should divide the world into America, China, Russia. I don't believe in none of that. I believe in American exceptionalism. Yeah, I always have. Yeah, I believe America's that bright city on the hill. I always have, I always will, y'all. I believe in American exceptionalism. So y'all can't try to tie me to President Trump because I don't even know if President Trump even believes all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I bet, listen, y'all could say that all y'all want to. He talking about giving Zelensky some more weapons. He finna give Zelensky some more guns. President Trump don't care about none of that stuff. Whoever got the checkbook, he a businessman. Yeah, they think he like trying to be Putin. Homeboy, let Zelensky come up with more money than Putin. He'll kick Putin to the curb. You feel me? And people that's like people saying President Trump racist. I don't believe he racist. That's like saying he trying to be Putin friend. He ain't trying to be no Putin homeboy. Like, you think Trump really care that much about Putin? That's like a Russian hoax story, bro. Y'all gotta get off that hoax stuff, that fake stuff. That's fake news. President Trump don't care nothing about Putin, I promise you. I used to think like that too. Then I seen the light. He don't care nothing about Putin. That's not the problem. Problem is, President Trump, you just got the wrong people around you. Besides Elon and Marco. I like Marco. I like P. Head. Look, I ain't gonna like badmouth his cabinet people, man. I like Pam Bondi. I like Kristen Nome. I like RFK, man. RFK, okay. Like, I'm not all the way like that conspiracy theorist stuff. I'm more of a realist. I need law and proof and evidence kind of person. But you know what I'm saying? I ain't got no hatred for his party or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? I just think President Trump just need to make a couple changes. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Yeah, Terrell says all have corruption. See, that's the thing about me, y'all. Y'all not going to try to get me to play one party against the other when both parties are corrupt. For every Democrat, Republicans you could come up with corrupt, I could come up with you 5 Democrats, if not 10. For every 5 Republicans you could come up with something wrong with, I could come up with some Democrats with the same stuff or worse wrong with. It's not a Republican or Democrat thing, y'all. I promise you. Elon ain't got nothing. It's not what they're doing. It's the way that they're doing it. I'll tell y'all, I told Brian this, Pat this, I'm going to say this a trillion times, y'all. It is not what they're doing. Nothing Trump said that needs to be done is wrong. Everything he's right. It's not what he's doing. He's got the courage to at least try. It's not what he's doing. It's not what he's saying. It's the method or the way that and that's what I think. You know what I'm saying? Ethan Moore says, okay, If that's how you feel, sir. Man, like a little 5-year-olds. You know, we gotta get the little 5-year-olds in here. Carol said that's why it should be term limits. Term limits on who, Miss Carol? On who? Kevin says Trump is new and special. He is a goon. I mean, that's your opinion, bro. I'm saying, look, Kevin, this is what I'm saying, though. I'm saying, you saying he a goon. Like, how is he a goon? He ain't no different than no other politician. No different. What's different about Trump? He got charged with 34 felony. Listen, I could say the thing different about Trump is that he didn't live a politician's life. You feel what I'm saying? Like, bro, you gotta think about it. VP Harris been running for office for 25, 30 years. You see what I'm saying? She always, besides her being a lawyer, if she wasn't a lawyer, she would always have to walk a certain kind of path. I'm saying Trump probably, when Trump was probably 55, he probably never dreamed that he would one day run for president. Man was out there doing whatever he wanted to do. You see what I'm saying? So I'm saying just to say that he is that much different than these other dudes, you don't know them other dudes. That's why you saying that. That's why you saying that. To say Trump is that much different than them other dudes. So you think Trump is the first dude to what? Say he'll grab a woman by her pee? You think Trump the first politician to say that? You think Trump the first what? Just like Diddy, y'all. It's the same thing with Diddy. They trying to act like Diddy is some great bad. But every famous person you know in Hollywood, you never heard of Hollywood parties. You think that they only started having orgies whenever P. Diddy invented the orgy. Bro, they were having orgies in it was Marilyn Monroe days, boy. John F. Kennedy days, they were having orgies because you don't know about it or you don't hear about it or you don't think about it. That's what I'm saying. So some of y'all don't know about, hear about, or think about politicians, and you thinking Donald Trump is the only, bro, they got some politicians who you would never believe that been conning since conning been conning. There's corruption everywhere and that you can see in every city in America, there's corruption. You got to understand that. You just got to know that to understand that. Kevin, yeah, but that's what I'm saying, Kevin. There's a lot of politicians that do that. They all care. You don't get that, Kevin. You only focus, oh, Donald Trump's the bad person. So you only looking for the stuff that he's doing. He took classified documents. He lied about how his house was only worth 100,000. He said it was worth $1 million. That's what I'm saying. Donald Trump, the only person doing that. Because you don't know no rich people then. That's what I'm saying. I know rich people. I know them. I know a rich man, like somebody clowning senior advisor to Elon. No, ain't nobody saying nothing like that. And they say a forklift driver to, I'll just say, I know rich people. I know how they are. A lot of rich people do that. They inflate their wealth. How many of you know some rich people? I don't know none that don't inflate their wealth. I'm serious. Even the richest of the richest ones inflate their wealth. That's what rich people do. You have to understand something. Oh, Donald Trump is rude and mean. How many New Yorkers you really know? Like, really know New Yorkers? And how many New Yorkers you know? Most of them are kind of rude and mean, man. That's just, I'm talking about like third, fourth generation New Yorkers. Not somebody just moved from Kansas or moved from, you know what I'm saying? It's just I'm saying, look, y'all, I just speak on the facts and the things that I see that he's doing that I feel that could be better. Not supporting him or supporting anyone, supporting America. I want what's good for America. You see what I'm saying? $1 trillion mineral deal is good for America. America gave Ukraine $350 billion to help be smashed by Russia. America then kept Ukraine from being smashed by Russia. So it's good for America we get our $350 billion back. You feel what I'm saying? That's good for America. Donald Trump being successful as president is good for America. That's good for all of us, ain't it? But I guess if you a Democrat, you wouldn't want Donald Trump to be successful because you wouldn't care about what's good for America. You care about what's good for the Democrats. And you Republicans don't start feeling good about that because y'all the same way. It's like us independents, we the only ones that really kind of like in the middle. If you're a Republican or you're a Democrat. He said he filled the government with his children, crime and motives. Kevin, hold on a second, Kevin. We got to do this, Kevin. Let's do this. Kevin, let's do this. Let's do this, Kevin. Come on, Kevin. It's me and you. Okay, Kevin, that's a personal attack. You saying he's a bad actor. That's a personal attack, Kevin. Kevin, let's have a debate. Or why you saying that Donald J. Trump is that much worse of a politician than any politician you know? Kevin, I'm going to say that Joe Biden is probably one of the cleanest politicians I've seen in my life. And when they started talking about that Ukraine stuff and that Hunter Biden stuff at the very end, that shocked me. I could have never seen that coming out of Joe Biden. But there's stuff about Clinton that y'all don't know. They was accused Clinton of, you see what I'm saying? You seen the Pelican Brief before, bro? That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, they were trying to make Hillary Clinton to be like some kind of like, they're going to make everybody be bad, bro. If you run for politics, bro, they're going to pull back the stuff that you did when you were 4 years old. You don't even remember. Oh, you remember where Herman went down to the, and he picked this booger and he flicked the booger on the guy and he looked on the ground and then, and you looking at him like, what are you talking about? I don't remember nothing that you talk. Bro, that's just life. They do that with everything and everybody. You should know that. You should know that. They be lying. They be making up stuff. They be saying, oh, Michael Jackson had some 5-year-olds and what? Bro, you don't know what to believe. He could have had them, or you don't know what. Like, y'all stupid enough to believe everything that people tell you. I'm not. That's a peon. A peon stand for nothing and he'll fall for anything. Oh, Puff Daddy, what? Bro, I don't know nothing. I know I seen him slap Cassie. It ain't funny at all, and I know that right there. And that's probably half the reason why he been in jail so long for being a scumbag. But just because due to scumbag, you can't just make him be or whatever. Like, and that's the same thing how I feel. Like Trump, in my opinion, ain't no different than any other politician. He a politician. Oh, you say, oh, well, he had bad business deals in his past. Well, yeah, you could say that. In his personal life, oh, well, he used to, he was a scumbag. He been married 3 times. You know what I'm saying? I really don't just do no personal stuff. I want to talk about how this man governed. That's what I want to talk about. You see what I'm saying? If you say he a con artist, I'm saying, how is he conning the people? Because people, they did that before. They said, he got so many millions of dollars or whatever. And I went and looked it up and it said that $80 million. So Melania Trump got a $40 million deal for Jeff Bezos from Amazon. And they counted that in as Trump money, like Trump getting some kind of what? And we looked it up, and Obama got 20 million. Every president get paid. That's what I'm saying. So if we gonna say, oh, cause and Elon getting money. What? Boy, Elon been getting money since money been getting money. Elon been getting money before money been getting money. Elon get money. That's what he do. He's supposed to get money. Talk about talk about what he gonna do for you or what he not gonna do for you or what Trump said he was gonna do. See, that's what the voters remember. You saying, oh, well, Trump was up there. Trump done had 5 different women when he was in the White House. He done ran through 5 different women. I'm saying there's certain factions of I'm a Christian, trust me. So there's certain people who like condemn people and stuff that they would take offense to that. And then there's certain people, and you would have all different sects and different groups to take offense to all kind of different stuff. But the person who voted for him, that vote, the majority of the people, if you take the biggest segment of people that voted for him, they were thinking of, trust me, I talked to him. Oh, Trump gonna get me rich. Oh, PPP loan. Oh, the Trump checks, the stimulus checks. The prices. We remember when Trump was president together. How many of y'all heard people say that's the largest? So them people, when you tell them the people who voted for him, listen to me, y'all. It's late in the afternoon. I ain't doing a lot of ciphers, guys. We gonna in the morning, 6:30 a.m. Central, though, we gonna be cooking. You know what I'm saying? I'm a morning person. When you hear the people, you hear I voted for Trump or I voted for Trump. So if if I voted for President Trump because of immigration, if you come tell me President Trump got 15 women in the White House, why would I care? I could care less. Oh, did he fix immigration? Yeah, he fixed immigration. That's all I care about. If I voted for President Trump because of the economy, I'm not going to care because you telling me about this other stuff. I care about the economy. That's why I voted for him. So if he do good on the economy, then guess what? So whatever the main majority of the people who voted for him for, that's what they judging him on. They ain't judging him on all that other stuff that you care about, or judging him for all that other stuff that I might care about. The main American people, they don't care about that. We want to see President Trump. We want you to give us one of them names with them Trump gold signatures on them, like you did before. Them big, beautiful checks. President Trump, you know them big, beautiful checks you was talking about? You and Elon said y'all had some big, everything with President Trump is big and beautiful. He don't care what it is. It's big and beautiful. That's what I'm saying. That's a culture thing. Like but people from that's a culture, or you see you see what I'm saying? But a big beautiful check, President Trump. We want a big beautiful check. Them other people, but them other people don't care about the other stuff. What I care about? You see what I'm saying? So I just try to be clear about that, y'all. Like President Trump only gonna the voters only care about what the voters only gonna care about what they care about. And I'll talk about what the voters care about. Saying he a scumbag, I'm saying the voters don't care about that. How many people in this stream right now look at Journey? On which Indians? That $2, I appreciate that. If anybody want to donate to the channel, y'all, this is my first Monday night, man. Y'all, I'm trying to make it, man. My first Monday night. I'm sorry about that. But if anybody want to donate to the channel, go ahead and hit that sticker for me. Journey say, my opinion on Indians. Which Indians do you mean? You mean American Indians, Journey? If you mean American Indians, I believe we have to protect every tribe of American Indian on this 10,000%. He said, "Oh, Asians? Oh yeah. What you mean? You mean the Indians? Oh yeah. What's wrong with Indians? I love Indians. and Pakistanians. For real. I'm dead for real serious. Indians especially. I think, in my opinion, the Indian people are, you got to think about because I think about that kind of stuff. The Indian people are very peaceful people. They are. They're very peaceful people. So I don't have a problem with no race of a group of any group of people. I don't think any race, I think there's bad qualities in every race of people and there's good qualities in every race. You know what I'm saying? I think Indian people, I think you have a lot of Indian people who are engineers. When I worked at Tesla, I seen a lot of Indians at Tesla. They're brilliant, smart people. You got a lot of Indians that's doctors. You see what I'm saying? Like I never would. You're always gonna. First of all, almost every race of woman every race of have beautiful women. So hey, there's always gonna be. And I'm just playing. I'm stupid clown. There's always good and black about. I mean, good and black. There's always good and bad about every race, every group of people, everything. Really, there's a positive and a negative about everything. Right? Am I right or wrong, y'all? Owed 18 trillion from England alone. You talking about Mark, you talking about reparations? Why England owe reparations though? I'm not sure about that. Stephen Collins says Guyana has over 40,000 child slaves right now and over 100,000 adults saved again. Where you get that information, sir, about how many slaves they have? You know what I'm saying? Because I've never heard that before. I never have, but I don't know. You might be 1,000% right. I don't know, but that is interesting to hear. Yeah, John, we do care about if our kids have a free country. What do you mean? Like, bro, I see y'all take this, y'all come in here and y'all take this so wrong because y'all don't understand, because you don't see, you want to have him, he got yes men around him, and when that man get impeached for the 15th time, and I'm gonna come find y'all. That's what I do. Just like when I was telling them when VP Harris when she lose that election, I'm gonna come find y'all, and all of them Democrats crying. Nobody want to hear crying, and say I'm telling y'all, and come 2027, I ain't gonna want to hear that crying, because I'm telling y'all them Democrats got it out for them now. Yeah, you don't hear what they say. I hear what they say behind closed doors. They trying to remove him as soon as possible. You don't think his people in America think like that, right? They want to get him out of that office as soon as possible. That's their goal. You feel what I'm saying? So when he get impeached, you're going to be crying. Yeah, why you listen to it right now. You listen to it right now. And you fix the problems right now if they could be fixed, if there's any problem. What's up, Steven? My boy. I know Mark, I think he was talking about Guyana. He wasn't talking about no slavery in America. I'm not even trying to talk about that. I don't know why we talking about slavery. Y'all want to talk about DEI? We gonna talk about DEI on Thursday, but it ain't no slavery though. Oh my goodness. Payne, you can't talk about, look, man. This man trying to talk about, you can't talk about President Trump, Melania, bro. Melania bad, bro. President Trump got him like a 30. You feel what I'm saying? Melania for like an old chick, man, she fine, bro. Even like she kind of older, bro. She pretty though. You feel me? So that man did, he did that, boy. He pulled him on. Y'all be talking about that man. Donald, he wore more makeup than his trophy wife. Man, I ain't really into the he said a 30 ball. No, ain't no way in the world. No, ain't nowhere over. No, nowhere over here, Trace. Hey, Trace. Hey, Trace, nowhere over here. But like, nah, man. I don't think, man, we don't really be talking about that man personally like that, though, man. I ain't really into their personal attacks. She is rented. Man, that's so dirty, bro. Y'all dirty, bro. Y'all grimy. But see, I remember Brian, like whenever his supporters was in here talking about VP Harris like that, man. And now I hear them Democrats, bro, they up in here. They dogging on your boy, man. They dogging. Y'all don't do President Trump like that, man. Man, but that's his personal life, man. That's his wife, that's his life, that's his whatever, man. That's his stuff. I'm saying he talking about that man personal life. They're talking about that man wife for it, though. That's what I'm saying. I don't get that for the world of me. No, ain't no way. He's not even trying to do that. He just be trolling y'all. You see what I'm saying? President Trump don't understand it, but President Trump, well, he do get it, or he don't get it, just like other people don't get it. But President Trump, you know how today Zelensky told you that he was going to stay in forever? They were going to fight the war forever. He know they finna end the war, but you know how he did that? He was trolling you because he saw how upset you get. Well, President Trump, you troll people all the time. They eating the cats and the dog. Well, it's the same thing, y'all. People be trolling. Sometimes they don't know when people troll. I didn't know when President Trump was trolling now, but I see now he be trolling all the time. You see what I'm saying? Some people be trolling, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Going to personal thing, man. I don't want to talk about nothing really, no part, man. Like, talk about the man policy. You feel me? Cause we could stay on the policies, man. Like, there ain't no other Democrat in this picture. So all y'all Democrats who feeling hurt, y'all just feeling hurt. There ain't no Democrats in this picture. President Trump, the only thing we rocking with. That's it. That's all we got is President Trump. So we rocking with him, or we not rocking with him at all? Or we not rocking at all. That's all we got. You know what I'm saying? So to address him personally, man, I'm not really trying to talk about him personally if I'm talking about policy stuff. You know what I'm saying? If there was a different candidate in here and y'all was talking about my candidate, then that would be different. But it ain't no other candidate. It's just President Trump. People trying to talk about President Trump personally, bro. I have no what will I gain by talking about him? Oh, you supported VP Harris, and what's that mean? Ain't no other candidate gonna be nowhere close to a race for 3 years, 2.5, 3 years. The only thing that could happen to him is the midterms. That's it. So anything personal about it ain't no point. I don't have nothing. I told y'all from day one. Hold up, John. What's funny? Hold up. I just want to see. I want to see who funny. What's so funny, John? Obama husband. Oh, so you trying to say I'm gay because I'm gay because I don't want to sit there and hate on Trump. Y'all trying to joke. So you going to try to jank on, you janking on the black man who stand up for the black man. You see how the black, nah, I'm just playing. Look, why you talking about me? They say Obama talking to Jennifer Aniston. For real. Who in here done heard that? Don't say I'm the only. Yo, first black president talking to a white woman. Just like a black man. Bro, I'm just playing, y'all. I got CNN on the background, man. Y'all know what time it is, bro. I've been kicking it with y'all for 2 hours, man, talking straight politics. Y'all done gave a brother $2 tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even feel right halfway asking y'all, man. I'm half sleepy, half tired. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he said Antifa in the chat. Listen, I ain't got no problem with Antifa. Where Antifa at? Antifa, stand up one time. I ain't got no problem with Antifa. I ain't got no problem with no Democrats. I ain't got no problem. Listen, whenever y'all ready to make peace with each other, y'all know who y'all gonna come get. Because I ain't got beef with none of y'all. I ain't got no beef with Trump, and I ain't got no beef with Gavin Newsom. How many people in this stream heard me talk not good about Gavin Newsom? Been talking good about them. That's what I'm saying. Been talking. I didn't start talking good about Gavin. You could say I started talking good about Trump. Why would I talk bad about him? Who else is there? It ain't nobody else there. His own competition. Can't even see it. I'm gonna let y'all think. I'm gonna let y'all. He his own worst nightmare, bro. Y'all don't even see it yet, bro. Bro, if you threw everything you threw at President Trump, and he's still in the same spot he in right now, then guess who? The only person who could beat President Trump is who? It's who? Don't say Joe Biden. I'm gonna hang up on you. Y'all, we got about 10 more minutes, y'all. We got about 10 more minutes. Hey, Drew Drop said he about to end taxes. I don't think, well, he trying to. That's the point in cutting taxes. The Democrats said that that if you cut taxes, but you know, federal income tax only count for about 10% of the revenue that the government brings in, right? So I'm saying if you cut income taxes, you could get that revenue for how much money the government bring in every year off of just federal income taxes. See what I'm saying? Because I'm saying if it's $1 trillion, they could get that money from somewhere else, can't they? I don't think it's nowhere close to no trillion. I think the whole is a few trillion. I think it's probably some hundreds of millions, maybe 100 billion at the most a year. But I'm saying, and all the money they get from income taxes, what I'm saying, they could get that from some other kind of revenue stream or source, right? They could get that off tariffs, right? They could get it from somewhere else. That's my only question. Hey, Trace, tell him. Case after case. Case after case. Hey, let me stop, though, man. They're going to be trying to call this the BET network. That hurt my feelings. You feel me? Like y'all can't let the white people come kick it with Ghost, man. Ghost cool enough to kick it with the white people. I did when I came up my whole life. I was the only black person in my class. They like Ghost like a civil rights fighter. Now I'm like, that's the ones that end up being the civil rights fighter, the one that grew up with all the white people. Look at Obama. His daddy half white. He is now. Let me stop there. John, they do waste a lot. No one's saying that they don't waste a lot. No one is going up against President Trump and what President Trump is trying to do. Ain't nobody hating on him. If he gonna make life better for all Americans, who hating on him? The reason why people are hating on him because they don't think he have their best intention at heart. Where my Antifa people, they said that was in the stream. Let me see some Antifa. Hey, is this a girl? Tickle. Take her back to the bus stop, my boy. Take her back to this bus stop. Hey, somebody said they want to see my feet on stream. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. You sound good, baby? You feel what I'm saying? I'm saying, how you gonna ask me some stuff like that, man? John said tariffs. I'm saying a foot fetish for a man's feet. It probably ain't no man, though. Some of these said it be females in there, man. You feel me? G-Mac said that boy got them Trump sneakers. Hey, listen, tell Trace, tell your boy Donald J, man. He need to get on the phone, boy. Call your boy, man. You feel me? You feel me? Cause Trump, you know, whenever you call me, you know what I do if I come up in there, bro. You could fly me out on Trump Force One. I wonder who fly on Trump Force One. He don't fly on Trump Force no more. He too good. He on Air Force One. He put all the scrubs on Trump Force One now. Trump, you could come fly out Trump Force One. You fly me up to D.C., and as soon as I see your cabinet people, you know the same thing that Elon telling the federal government people, that's the same thing I'm going to start telling the people around you. You fired. You fired. You fired. You fired. Trump, when I finish with him, he'll have 4 people. He'll have 4 people still left up there. Every last, I do all of them job from a computer room. From a room in the computer working 20 hours a day, ask about me. I can't sleep anyway. You feel me? I sleep about 5 hours a day. Sleep 2 hours here, 3 hours, and I do every last bit of that work from him, straight from a computer by myself. And I do the work of 20 cabinet level secretaries, and all of them fired. They ain't got no common sense. That ain't just Trump, people. Look at what they're saying about the people who was in there before they got there. They're saying the government, people work for the government, ain't got no common sense. That's why y'all need to hire ghosts. Brian, see that you hurt my feelings, man. Brian, that's what they told me at first. But Brian, that's what they told me at first. Brian, like what I just be playing, but Brian, what's really gonna end up happening? I'm gonna end up working for some government think tank or for a private think tank that would be affiliated. And it's just some rich people who own the think tank. They'll be stealing my ideas and calling President Trump and telling him that they thought of it. Hey, because I don't give y'all all the good ideas. I'm just playing, Brian. I don't think that nothing like that's finna happen, man. You know what I'm saying? I love my country. I'm not a Democrat or I'm not a Republican, man. We just be sitting around chopping it up, man. You know what I'm saying? But Brian, you ain't gonna want to move to Canada tomorrow. When you see this, Brian, when you hear this at 6:30 in the morning, what you call them? The comeback kid. It ain't meet the candidates tomorrow. It's meet the president. He ain't no candidate. He the president. What y'all call him? The comeback kid, man. He took Bill Clinton's spot. Call that man the comeback kid. Tomorrow morning, 6:30 a.m. Central Time. If you guys don't know, President Trump will be addressing Congress tomorrow night. The State of the Union, they say it ain't a State of the Union because it's his first time, so it's just a congressional address. or whatever. But it's a State of the Union, y'all, tomorrow night. So I figured there, you know what I'm saying, before the State of the Union, I'll just show Mr. President some love. You know what I'm saying? Man, Brian, I ain't got nothing against President. You've been on here enough to know I ain't got nothing against President Trump. You feel me? It's just, I don't hate him. I'm critical enough, I would say, of him to work for a liberal news media agency. But Brian, at the same time, I'm not going to just blindly support him to work for Fox News. Not no knock on Fox. I just don't feel like you give a person the proper love and respect if you just blindly support them. You see what I'm saying? You blindly supporting a candidate, a leader candidate to either being out of office or getting impeached or something like that. Something bad. Because if the American people aren't just behind them and you just blindly supporting them, you know what I'm saying? What's Aaron Brunette talking about? I always be watching these CNN people at nighttime, but I'm like streaming while they live, and I'm sitting here watching the whole time. Yeah, Aaron Brunette, you one of my favorites on CNN, y'all. Y'all, we at our time, y'all. We about 10 minutes and then we out, guys. So all of the conversations, y'all finish them right now. Y'all say y'all goodbyes. The person who did the donation tonight, I appreciate the love. Don't forget, y'all, channel membership start at $2.99, y'all. We're going to be back on it back in the morning time, 6:30 a.m. But I am going to do the Trump news on Monday nights time. You know what I'm saying? For sure. But that being said, y'all, I'm going to cut the look, let me do this for Brian C. I don't want Brian C. or Pat and them getting mad at me. You know what I'm saying? They feel like I've been, or Trace. I don't want Trace getting mad at me. Feel like, you know what I'm saying, I'm giving too much love or not enough love to President Trump. Ghost, that ain't right. You an independent, Ghost. So what are you still? You know what I'm saying? I'm just playing, y'all. But I'm going to put Fox News on real quick, y'all. And I'm going to cut it up real good. I'm going to let y'all say y'all goodbyes. And all my Trump people, y'all could get ready for in the morning. I know this stream better be full of Trump people in the morning. Because till morning, I'm going to probably be giving some pretty, man, I always do this, man, with Fox. Man, they be high in Fox News. Bro, I'm gonna talk pretty good about President Trump tomorrow for the most part on the stream. You know what I'm saying? He giving his State of the Union tomorrow night. He said he was gonna announce something about Ukraine. I really believe that President Trump gonna finish that deal with Ukraine. The Mexico and Canada tariffs. Brian said he probably gonna walk them back. We don't know. We'll have to see how they go. But yeah, man, it's only been 45 days, 6 weeks. Stock soar. Hold up, we about to hear it. Yeah, stock sinking, but he's standing strong. We gonna know about it tomorrow morning, y'all. I'm gonna be watching news all night. You know what I'm saying? Till I fall asleep. Wake up, still watching news. Political junkie. But y'all, I'm not sure what President Trump's gonna do with them tariffs. We just gonna wait and see though. But I will tell y'all though, tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. I have prepared content. I'm gonna cheat. The poll question is: do you think President Trump's second term will end better or worse than his first? But yeah, man, we talking about it. His address to Congress tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? President Trump, the comeback kid, tomorrow morning, 6:30 a.m. Central Time on YouTube. Until that time, John, y'all, Dude, Mark, all y'all, man, I really appreciate y'all's participation. Legal Wars Podcast, make sure if y'all have not already, y'all double tap that screen, subscribe to the channel so y'all can see us every time we live, and hit that notification bell, guys. Real quick, guys, the poll question, 58% people, 350 people voted. Nearly 60% of you guys said that President Trump is not doing enough to fix the economy. President Trump, I think he's hearing this. Maybe not from me or from Legal Wars podcast, but definitely President Trump. I think you listening to the American people. They're gonna start working on a budget, and I hope real when they get on that budget, they just stay fixing the economy. He just stay on the economy. President Trump just stay on the economy. Y'all, we John, what you mean what people? John, what you mean people? John, I'm not sure what you mean, my boy. I'm trying to figure out what you mean, though. I have no idea. You said what you mean about the people, though? I'm saying what you mean about the poll. It say 342 votes. So I'm trying to figure out what you mean. You said people, what people? 342, what is it, John? 342 bots? John, you a bot? Because I'm saying if you speaking on the bots, I'm saying you must be a bot. John, how are they biased? How are they biased, John? So, John, who you thinking here biased? Brian C., you still in this stream? John, you know Brian is a Republican, right? What moderators I got in this stream right now? I just want to show you, John, what you saying. John, in this stream right now, you got three. Pat was in here. Pat ain't in here. You got Trace and Brian in this stream. They two Republicans, two channel member Republican, two channel member Republican, channel member Republicans. That's in this stream. That's moderating this stream. More than 60% of the people in this stream are Republican, John. I don't know what you mean. What do you mean? You said, what did they say about Biden 1 month in, bro? We've been streaming for 7 months. We weren't even heard of around that time. But I know what they were saying about Biden 6 months ago. They were talking trash about him. Yeah. Bro, this stream, this is not no Democratic stream. There is more Republican. If you want to classify this stream with a party, it'll be Republican. Definitely. They're just regular people. The people coming to the stream. It's Republicans who might not feel President Trump is doing enough on the economy. Is tax cut the economy? Have he did any tax cuts yet? If he didn't have to pass the budget, would he be doing tax cuts right now? We don't know. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying in 45 days, he done did a lot of stuff and we ain't heard nothing on the economy until right now. What's he done on the economy? You saying maybe? I don't deal in maybes. I deal in facts. I deal in facts. How many executive orders he wrote on the economy? That's what that poll is about. You wrote 150 executive orders and you wrote 0 on the economy. That's what that poll is about, John. And people don't care about Republicans. You think that? So you think that So you think that he not gonna win he gonna win all the rest of the election? Because no, that's not how they work, bro. Republicans, independents, Democrats, if you don't fix the economy, you gone. They don't care who you are. If your gas ain't good, if your grocery prices ain't good, then they're gonna vote you out. That's point blank. Don't matter who you are. You're gonna get voted out if your stuff ain't good. Designation says you from Russia, man. You trolling. Why you trolling, man? Y'all hating on Trump, man. My man say, love thy neighbor. John say, tears. Yes, sir, I know, John. But y'all look, who your neighbor? Who's love thy neighbor? Russia ain't our neighbors, man. Oh, you mean Canada? Hey, President Trump, they said, why you ain't loving on Canada and Mexico, man? Man, I will tell y'all one thing, though, bro. Like, we are so interconnected with Canada and Mexico. Those are our largest trading partners. Every time he say he gonna put a tariff on Canada and Mexico, the economies, I mean, not the whole economy, but the stock market start tanking. I don't think the American people, the Canadians, the Mexicans, but hey, he won the election. He said he was going to do it from the get go. I'm just saying, President Trump, I just hope out in the end for you, my guy. President T, my guy. Guys, we're gonna turn that CNN up in the background, y'all. Y'all go ahead and get that out. Get y'all goodbyes out, man. 6:30 a.m. Central Time. The Comeback Kid. Until then, y'all, I'll be back to say my goodbyes in just a second, y'all. 2 hours and 15 minutes on our first ever Monday Night Trump News, y'all.
All the way back to his earliest political leanings. In the 80s, he took out an ad when he was a real estate developer. And the ad was all about how Japan was ripping us off. Japan was going to take over the world economy. And, you know, that sort of, if there's any consistency in Trump's worldview, it is this deep protectionism. He doesn't, by the way, seem to have noticed that his predictions about Japan turned out to be completely wrong. Japan did not, in fact, take over the world. It did not take over the world economy. And the U.S., by being an open, free-trading, innovative economy, has far surpassed countries like Japan. So, you know, the facts are not on his side, but it doesn't seem to matter.
I mean, in fact, I can remember when Japan was the second largest economy in the world, long since leapfrogged by China. Warren Buffett used the word today, though, or over the weekend. Tariffs are an act of war. And Fried, they come at this fraught and fragile moment. The French foreign minister tonight saying the risk of physical war in Europe has never been so high. That's the quote, has never been so high since the start of the European Union itself. How tenuous is this moment?
I think it is exactly the thing that Buffett was hinting at, which is you're adding to the kind of nationalism, protectionism, the sense that, you know, that we live in a zero-sum game. That's, again, seems to be a core belief for Trump. He never believes in win-win. He has to win and you have to lose. And, you know, notice the places, the people with whom he puts pressure, Canada, Mexico, the Europeans, are all American allies. Why does he do that? Well, he has leverage over these people, over these countries. And for Trump, that's where you use the power. He doesn't have that much leverage over Putin and Xi. So he discriminates against our closest allies. It's a world upside down.
It's a world upside down when you put it that way. And you would identify the leverage point. That's where you're going to push, and it is with your friends. Fried, thank you very much. In this fraught moment, as I said, now less than 5 hours away from those tariffs scheduled to take effect 25% at midnight. And Trump does seem focused on punishing U.S. allies, whether it's Canada with tariffs or Mexico or, of course, Ukraine. Even as he is moving to reopen U.S. business ties with Russia, which, by the way, even prior to the war, as Jeffrey Seinfeld's pointed out, was 1% of U.S. business revenue. But he wants it back. Putin is relishing every minute of this. Matthew Chance is out front tonight in Moscow.
Even Russian commentators saw this as a trap. A public flogging in the Oval Office, said one columnist. On state television, the Kremlin spokesman confirmed President Putin watched the drama unfold. Of course, Putin saw it with all of its nuances, Dmitry Peskov says. So did the entire world. It was, let's say, quite unprecedented, he adds. Earlier, he said the new US administration is rapidly changing all foreign policy configurations, which he said largely coincides with Russia's vision. And on the streets, ordinary Russians took the presidential bust-up in their stride. The fact there was a squabble is just part of the show, says Dmitry, like good American cinema. The really important things will be decided behind the scenes, he says. I'm against war, and I'm waiting for this to finally end, says Natalia. In terms of what happened, though, it's probably more positive for Russia. Already, there are expectations in Moscow that US-Russia talks, which began in Saudi Arabia last month, will now intensify. Even hopes a Trump-Putin summit will be fast-tracked. And with the US and Ukrainian leaders...
Hey, you know, that's how I know how many of y'all my real peoples. You feel me? Those who stayed behind. Lucy said Trump is a disgrace, sir. Like, you know, I hear y'all. I just feel like that's a lot of partisan stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of people feel that way. It's not out of the interests of America or the good of America. They just feel like that because it's like partisan. That's how I feel for real. I feel like those are partisan views. You know? I mean, when we were in the middle of election, I could understand people being partisan. You got to pick. So what being partisan is. If we pass the election, Trump can't never have another opponent for president. And beyond that, excuse me, anything outside that he's doing to harm the people or the people's rights, he won the election. And guys, we are so far away from having another person that could stand next to him. I mean, you might as well just try to give him a chance and voice your opinion. That's the only choice we got. That being said, guys, I appreciate y'all. This is our first ever episode of Monday Night Trump News. Man, I remember when we first came on Legal Wars Podcast or on YouTube with the Legal Wars Podcast probably about 7 months ago, I'd say in late August, early September, man. Like, I think we might have did like 500 views or something like that. So for us to be able to start an episode, you know what I'm saying, or a segment or whatever you call it, you know what I'm saying, Monday nights, 5 p.m. Central Time, and to get support like that, you know what I'm saying, I want to thank all my channel members. I got like 57, 58 channel members. My boy Brian C., you know what I'm saying, he my general in the stream. He own half the channel members on this channel. You know what I'm saying? So I am submitted to his every whim. No, I'm just playing. I love you, my brother. And MFK, you know what I'm saying? He a solid member. He added a lot of members too. My boy Trace, my brother Trace, Patrick, you know what I'm saying? All y'all showing up and supporting me. I love every last one of y'all. You know what I'm saying? My members who show up and they just won't say nothing. They're just chill and they'll catch the background. I love y'all too. You know what I'm saying? I know every single person that is a member of this channel. I know that you're a member of this channel, baby, and I love you too. Everybody who supported me, Asha, especially you, sweetheart. Everybody who supported me, man, I love every last one of y'all. Everyone who still support me, I love every last one of y'all. And I'll tell y'all this just the same way I do on the morning streams. Ain't nothing different, man. Like, I've been through a lot of stuff, man, y'all. I've done a lot of stuff in my lifetime that I feel like I should never get forgiven for, but Jesus forgave me for it, you know what I'm saying? And I'm thankful for that. You know what I'm saying? And that being said, man, like even on my darkest days and my darkest hour, man, whenever I just feel like there's nowhere to turn, no one to turn to. I'm all by myself, you know what I'm saying? Like every time I get on my knees, man, I get joy. And I know some people don't believe that. Some people might not count yourself worthy enough to be a Christian or to pray to God, but I'm no better than you. And that person who condemning you, I promise you, he ain't no better than you either. Or she ain't no better than you either. And the one who is better than all of us, he gave his life for you. That's what he think of you. That's how much he loves you. Whenever you in your darkest, when I'm in my darkest hour, man, when I get on my knees, that's when I find my joy. And I'm going to tell every last one of y'all the same thing a wise person told me in my darkest hour when I was the most depressed. So every time I go to this dark place, I do this. Every single day, man, I wake up and I say, man, this is the day, today, right now, that the Lord has made. Man, if you think about this, the Pope is in the hospital fighting for his life. Just think about whoever listening to me right now, just think about what he would do to trade spots with you. But you're going to be there one day. And I am too. I ain't no better than nobody else. So I tell you to always remember, regardless of what you're going through, excuse me, and how bad it gets, all you got to do is just say this. It'll put you in the right frame of mind. Even if you wake up saying this, bro, when you do become the Pope and it is your day and it's your time, you done said it every day your whole life. You feel me? This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. If it rains, I'm going to rejoice. If the sun is shining, I'm going to rejoice, bro. If it's freezing cold, you know how it gets so cold that you don't even want to go outside. It's so cold. That kind of cold, bro. You're going to rejoice. If it's hot, bro, it's every minute of this thing called life. I know, like, if I'm going like on vacation, like the adventure, that feeling, you know, you go on vacation, that feeling. Those of y'all who don't go on vacation, you don't understand this, but those of us who do, and you've been planning this vacation for you, especially if it's somewhere you've been wanting to go for a long time, that feeling, I'm saying, bro, that feeling. You see that adventure, just a life, if you understand, just for a few moments, for a little while. So every moment that you have, regardless of what you go through, every day, you wake up and you just be grateful and you just be thankful. I always try to get more and work for more and go hard, yeah, but before I go hard and work hard or do whatever, or pray hard, or file documents hard, I'm going to thank God hard. That's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to start from Thanksgiving. And I'm going to end it right there telling y'all I love every last one of y'all, and I'm giving y'all the game for free. I'm telling you how to overcome depression or how to fight through it or survive it. This is the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. I love every last one of y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning, 6:30 a.m. Central. Y'all, I'm out, y'all. Legal Wars Podcast, guys. God love you, and I love you too. See y'all in the morning.